G'day guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another episode of Space Survival. So, in the last episode I spent majority of the time getting this room done. I haven't seen any Reavers in the last episode, so that was kind of nice. Although you might see this unknown signal kind of going at a fair rate of speed away from us. So, turns out that my turrets, because they are set to shoot anything, even not enemies, then yeah, basically they were firing upon that unknown signal because it spawned too close to my base, and obviously the explosion has sent it hurtling off into space, which is, yeah, unfortunate. Also, I did see a Reaver mutilator or butcher or something like that. I think it was a Reaver Havelock was engaging one of those military escorts close to my base, and I was worried that it was gonna, yeah, come close and start attacking me, but it didn't. I thought I had hit the record button at that point, but alas, I did not, so I wasn't able to capture that on camera. Okay, so in this episode, I basically want to get this room finished off. I think I should have enough time to do so. Like I said in the last episode, because now I know exactly what I'm building, it's not going to be so difficult to do so, and I should be able to do it a lot more quickly. So, without further ado, let's get started. Well, not sure what's going on and where this guy came from, but yeah, it looks like we have some battle going on. Oh, this must be that Havelock. This guy just got absolutely pummeled. Oh, you can see the shadow over there of him. Or maybe that's another block just going off into the distance. Whoa. He got absolutely pummeled. How's my weapon systems doing? Yeah, everything looks good. Nothing seems to be damaged. What? Oh, is he going after the freighter? Yeah. Man, the Reavers in this episode are just going wild. Jeez. Okay, yeah, they've both detected some commercial freighter over there, which is interesting. Where is... I might go check out this wreck, because I'm pretty sure everything has been destroyed on this thing. I don't think there's much of it actually left, though. Well, that's one tiny portion of it. I don't know where the other portion has gone, but that's alright, we will just ignore that. Or is this the piece over here? Yep, that is what is left. Oh no, this is a piece from one of the other ones. I need to... Okay, it looks like that guy's garnered the attention of the Reavers. Okay, yeah, that was something that I've got to come back and salvage at some point. Get the hydrogen from that. Alright, so we've got... Well, hopefully they don't come towards me, but if they do, then they will meet a similar fate to the last guy that tried to take me on. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with how those weapons worked out. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying those modded weapons. They are really, really, really good. Although I would like to put another 2 of these defense towers probably down there somewhere, like I mentioned before, or maybe there and there or something like that. Alright, well, let's get back to drilling and all that fun stuff. Now, what I ended up doing as well while I was away, I kind of feel a little bit disappointed because I wanted to time-lapse the entire thing in one big hit, but, you know, the Reavers don't always cooperate, so there is that. I ended up moving this upwards so that, because I'm going to have to drill out a lot of this stuff anyway to put this roof back in, so I decided to drill 1 block higher than I would have done otherwise. So, anyway, let's get restarted with this time-lapse. G'day guys, welcome back. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed the time lapse. That was about an hour and 45 minutes worth of work to get the room to this point. Although I think I am going to change it. Okay, so let me try and explain here. Alright, so the plan was to use these cargo containers here, right? Now the only problem with these is that they don't have a cargo port on the bottom and the top. I guess, yeah, you could kind of consider that the bottom and the top. Now the plan is to put them about here, like right up against the wall. Although I can't do that because these blocks here are in the way. So I'll get rid of those. Get rid of this one as well, leave that one, and then get rid of this one. Okay, so if I go ahead and I place down my cargo containers, like the plan is to put one here, then put one in the middle, about here, and then place another one here about 1 block away from the wall on that side. So, what I could do is I could run the conveyors like so. So let me grab some conveyors here. Do I have materials for these? Yeah, I do. So I could run conveyors down here like this, but I don't think that's going to look very good because it's kind of in your face. I could run a conveyor here like so. So we could go maybe this way and then this way. So we could do that. But then it kind of blocks the cargo port, and these cargo containers are very interesting. Like, I don't really want to block any of that structure there. And same goes with the front as well. Like, I don't really want to block that and then have access only to the side. I kind of want to be able to access all sides of it. So the only way I can really get around that is by running the cargo port behind. So if I run it behind, then this one I can run it to the wall, no problems. I can get rid of this block here and we can run it to that point there. But this one here actually would have to go through here and then connect up down there. And that, yeah, that's a little bit messy and that's not really what I want to do. So what I'm thinking instead is I lengthen this room by 3 blocks. So I add in another one of these pillars. Then that will let me move this one here. Let me just grab the cargo container. Come on, give me large grid again. Oh, man, why is it not? Oh, goodness. Please, can I have large grid? Thank you. Man, this game is really frustrating sometimes. So I can put one there like that. And then we'll get rid of this one. And then the next one will be 2 blocks over from that. So we move that 2 blocks over from that one. What do you mean unable to place? Oh yeah, I'm probably going to have to grind this down. So let's try that again. 2 blocks from that one. Right, there we go. So it will essentially be like that, and then there will be another one of these pillars beside that one, 1 block spacing, and it will look kind of like this. And then what I can do from there is run the cargo directly to the wall without interfering with these pillars. I mean, I guess you can't really see it, But yeah, I think you will be able to when you walk down here, because I plan to make the walkways. I might actually stop the walkway here. But yeah, if you were here, even if the walkway was to go to here, like let's put down maybe one of these. So, don't have the materials for it, but that's alright. Let me just put a block here. And then a block there too. But yeah, if I was here, you would be able to see that. So, oh, well, I guess not, because it's going to be one block across. Nevertheless, it doesn't really sit well with me, so I'm going to go away and lengthen this room. Not going to time-lapse that bit though, because it's much of the same. So yeah, I'm going to lengthen it by 3 blocks, and once it's finished, I'll be back, and then we can put these cargo containers in. Alright, so I'm most of the way complete with lengthening this room. As you can see, I've added in those pillars there. I've tapered the back wall like what I did in this room here. So everything is progressing according to plan, except for one small little thing. I know it probably doesn't matter, but if I run these lights every other block, then essentially they end here. Whereas on this side, they will end there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bite the bullet. I'm going to grind all of this stuff out. I'm going to put one of those lights here. So another light there, and then I will put one every other block. So in the middle of the room we'll have 2, just so it's kind of symmetrical on either side. I know it doesn't matter, and it probably, people will think I'm crazy for doing so, but that is just how I do things. So honestly, sometimes I wish I could change, but no, it just messes with me too much. So yeah, that's something other crazy we're gonna have to do. Alright, so let's get rid of all these blocks and then reposition all these lights. Well, I probably should have thought of this before. Since I had to put in these 2 lights here, I also came to the realization that these kind of ribs on the roof are going to be different as well. So I'm going to have to grind these out, all of these, and then replace these as well. So I'll do the exact same thing. I'll just put, oh, actually, in fact, I think maybe with these, nah, yeah, I'm going to have to do it that way. I was going to say maybe I'll just put in one there and then go one by one, but no, that's not going to work either. So yeah, we're going to have to go like that in the middle, and then put in these ones here. So just the regular 45-degree blocks. So yeah, that kind of sucks as well, but it is what it is. And yeah, didn't really think about this too much when I would have thought that, well, actually, you know what, I think this room is now an even number of blocks long, and that's why all this is happening. Let me just count this out. 18. Alright, yeah, so that is why all of this stuff is happening. It's because the room is an even number of blocks long, whereas before it was an odd number and everything kind of worked out. So I guess one solution to that problem would be to make it 3 blocks shorter, or 3 blocks longer again, but I don't think I want to mess around with doing that, and I'll just have to live with the fact that there are 2 lights there and there's 2 of these ribs here. I think it should be fine. It's barely even noticeable, so yeah, it is what it is. Alright, well, the room is finally done, and I'm ready to start putting in these cargo containers. Well, with the exception to this part here, I've got to finish this off, which I might just do that right now, actually. Let's do this quickly. So, need to put in these blocks, make them this color. And which way do I have to... Oh, that's right, of course. I forgot. That block there actually needs to be one of these. So, one of these here. One of them. Another one on this side. And then one of these. And then the same thing on the other side. And then just our tips. Like so, all the way across. Cool, now that those are welded up, I can finally get started on placing down these cargo containers. Now, there is one other small, tiny little issue that I need to kind of figure out, and that is, alright, so if I'm going to place these... so, the first cargo container is going to be... Well, the cargo port for it will be about there. So, if I grind this block out and then I grind this one out as well, I need to put some sort of like cargo port here. So, what I'm planning to do is maybe use one of these, a reinforced conveyor tube, but have it facing so that this side is facing that way so you can't see the other side of it. Or maybe I guess I could place it like that. So I could do that, but that's not going to be airtight. Or I could do it like that. But behind that, I'm going to put one of these, just a regular conveyor junction, so that it does remain airtight, even though you can kind of see past that point there. That's what I'm going to have to do to make it airtight, or at least I think that's going to be airtight. I think what I'll do is I will weld up this one here. Just grab the components for that, and then the components for one of these reinforced conveyor tubes, but not the corner one of these. And no, that's alright. I'll go to the cargo container itself and I'll grab all this stuff directly. Let's grab that. Right, so I've got 4 of those. Wait, do I need 4? No, I need more than that. Alright, so let's weld that up. Leave the conveyor label upside down, because I don't really want to see it. Put in one of these reinforced conveyor tubes, and then if we look through here, we can barely even notice it, which is exactly what I want. I do not want you to be able to see a conveyor junction through those. So then let's close this door here, and everything should be airtight from this point onwards. Let's just check. Oh, okay, now they're set to... Alright, I'm gonna have to reset these because I believe I left them on... what do you call them? Call it depressurized. So let's change that. Alright, depressurize is off, and it's pressurizing everything. Alright, cool. So I will depressurize this again because I don't really want to lose all of the oxygen. Alright, so let's depressurize those. So room pressure. Yeah, it takes a little while, especially because it's such a big space. And then I think at another point in time, what I will do is put in air vents here. So we're gonna have like what? Is that 6? Yeah, 6 air vents in this room. No, 12, because there will be some on either side. And then yeah, so the other thing I need to do as well is run the conveyor system, probably from this wall all the way over. What I would really love to do is put the conveyor ports, through the floor and run them here, but there is no cross piece. Somebody mentioned that there is a mod to do that, but I'm not sure if I really want to download a mod to add in an additional reinforced conveyor tube to go that way. I suppose I could, but don't really know if that's what I want to do. But I guess, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. Alright, so let's go ahead, put in all of these cargo ports and the cargo containers, and I'll probably get a little bit of a time lapse on this. Okay, cool. So all the cargo containers are done and I've put in the conveyor ports behind. Now all I need to do is just kind of join them up. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Like, well, I mean, it's pretty simple really. You're just going to... I might use one of these reinforced conveyor tubes, but I might make them this color. So we'll put in one there like that. Wait, is that a... No, it's not a cross piece. It's just a regular reinforced conveyor tube. So I might put them in like that, even though you're not really going to see them, but makes me feel a little bit better that they're orientated that way. So we'll put those in. Oh wait, this one isn't fully welded up. There we go. Now it is. Put that one there, and that one there. Okay, cool. So I need to come across and weld all those up. That's fine. But one thing I need to do is actually run the conveyor system to that point. So I'm going to grind this out, and then I should be able to see the side of my room, which I can. Alright, so if we drill all the way over to here, we should come across this part here. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to replace that with a T-piece. So one of these. What color do I make it? I'm going to make it the same color as the rest of it. Oh, I'm actually surprised I had the materials to do that. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so then we'll just go for our conveyor tubes, and I think I should be able to get in here and actually weld up everything. Wait, why is there a block missing here? That's interesting. Maybe that's where the door is. Okay, and then from there we go this way, and now I've got to drill out all the way along here so that I can gain access to these cargo ports. Okay, so I've reached all the cargo ports now. The question is, do I just go underneath the floor or do I go around the back? It doesn't really matter, to be honest, but yeah, I think I might... Or do I go underneath here and then go to the other side that way? I might just do that, because then that saves me drilling anything more. So I suppose what I will do is, instead of that block, I'll put in a T-piece, like so, and then I can run a conveyor down here. So we'll go down here like this, and then another block down, then another block across, like so, and then one that goes like that. And then I can just run my conveyor all the way across to the other side of the room. Kind of seems a little bit redundant having those conveyors in the middle of the hallway. So because they take up 10 PCU each, maybe it might be worth me actually just getting rid of them entirely, because I don't really need them anymore. Alright, let's go up. So cross, up. Looks like I've run out of interior plates. Okay, well, let's get all these things connected and welded up, and then we can finally access the cargo. Now, one thing I probably should have done from the start was put some sort of cargo container like here or something, and then just ground out this so I didn't have to fly all the way back to this cargo container. But you know, hindsight is always 20/20, so yeah. And then after we've done that, then I need to go ahead and put in the catwalks, and then we can get this room completed. Alright, cool. So these are finally done and connected, so now I can actually withdraw cargo from these things. And how cool does this look? The blue light bouncing off the side of this block here, I think that just looks really, really nice. And then if we have a look through the room, obviously we have a 2-block spacing here, and we've got 1 block in between these ones. I think the room looks pretty good at this point. Just need to finish off... No, I finished off that side. Just need to taper this side as well. And I did drill a couple of access holes, so I've got to fill those in. So we'll probably go ahead and do that now. So let's grab some interior walls. That's fine. And then we'll make these the sci-fi interior walls. I think they are that color. At some stage though, what I need to do is actually put in some some of these air vents. So I've got... Yeah, that's the question though. How am I going to do that? Because of the way that I've constructed these rooms, I'm not sure that I can actually put them in there in the same location as where they were before. So I may have to actually put them on the roof, because if I grind away this block here, yeah, but these air vents, do they actually have... So these new ones, yeah, they've got a cargo port on the side. So there is that. So I could place one there and one on the other end of the room. But I don't think I'll ever be able to place one here, because right behind that is a steel block. And if I grind that away, then that is basically my room. So if I was to put... I guess I could put in some sort of... Yeah, I could put in armored conveyors. But even then, that would kind of ruin the texture of the wall. So that's something I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. Yeah, so I could put in these, the reinforced conveyors, conveyor tubes, and I wouldn't see any conveyor ports, but the texture on the wall would be different. So yeah, that's something I'm going to have to figure out. Alright, well I'm going to place all these blocks back. Don't really know what I'm going to do about these air vents. Maybe I'll just have to place one there, one on the other end, and one on the other end as well. I suppose it's not ideal, but it would work. Decisions. Or actually, no, what am I talking about? What I can do, in fact, instead, is I can just run the conveyor straight up to the air vent that way. Yeah, that's what I can do. So I'll put one there, one there, one there, and one there. Or I'll just put them in the middle, like what I was planning to do. Alright, problem solved. Well, I'm glad I brainstormed that now, because now I know exactly how I'm going to fix it, or get around it. So, yeah. Hopefully that wasn't too boring, but yeah. It is nice to kind of work out these problems together. Alright, well I kind of realised it's probably not a good idea to start welding all these blocks up, because I kind of need access to the back if I am going to put these air vents into this room now. So I think what I'll do is, I was planning on putting air vents in every one of these, but I just don't think it's really necessary to have like, what, 12 air vents in a room this size. I think 4 should be enough. I used to put in a lot of air vents for a room, but I just don't know if it's really that necessary. I mean, yeah, it will take a while to pressurize it, but in all honesty, I'm only really going to pressurize it once anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. Alright, so let's grind these blocks away as well. Okay, let's put in an air vent. Where are my air vents? No, I don't want just one, I want several. Okay, I keep looking for the new air vent block, but, you know, it's not really that block, so... Okay. Where is our air vent? Alright, so we'll place one there. Another one over here. And then another 2 on the other side as well. And then we can get these things welded up, and conveniently we have our cargo containers right on hand, so we don't need to travel far to actually get the materials for these things. Okay, cool. So that's our air vents done. I think I'll take this opportunity to name them properly. So let's find them. It should be these 4 here. So I've only built 8 of them in total, and it should be 5, 6, 7, and 8, because it kind of goes sequentially. So yeah, all right, let's rename these to the cargo room air vents, or air vent 1 through to 4. All right, cool. So they're renamed. Now I need to go behind the scenes here. Let me first get some energy. Alright, so I've grabbed some components for some more conveyor tubes. So what I'll do is I'll drill this part out all the way along. Okay, so here I'm just going to grind this out, place down a T-junction. I made sure to leave a little bit of room in my inventory so that I could actually grind these things down, because there's nothing worse than so many times I've done it before where I've gone into one of these little holes to place some conveyor junctions or something down and then forgotten about the fact that my cargo is completely full. Then have to fly all the way out and then empty some of my cargo so that I can grind some things down and then re-weld other stuff up. Alright, let's put one there. And then one of our curved conveyor tubes. Ooh. Let's do it this way instead so that I can actually get back out again. Cool. Now that that's done, just need to do the exact same thing on the other side, and it looks like I was rather silly and re-put that block back. How am I going to get past here? Might have to grind this one out instead. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's do the same thing on this side. Okay, well I guess while I'm here I may as well put in the air vents for this section here. So I think what I'm going to do is place them here in the middle. So let's get rid of this block and this block. Wait, what block was this one again? That was the store block. Okay, so I forget which menu did I have that on. External large hangar gate. Might get rid of... Oh, that was, yeah, a mod that I downloaded. Let's find our store block. There we go. Interesting, I didn't realize that was the first block in the series. Wait, is this an even number of blocks? It is too, isn't it? Okay, alright, well, that's really disappointing. So we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could put 2 store blocks in. How much PCU do they use? 10. Yeah, it's not too bad. Alright, so I'll have to... Let's grab the components for those. And I'll put 2 of them in the center. And then I'll put the air vents around those. Okay, so I've only really done this side and this side, but I did discover a little bit of an issue. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but I can see that little yellow part of that conveyor tube behind this block here. So I think what I am going to do is replace that with a conveyor junction, and that should hopefully eliminate that problem. Why did I not withdraw the proper components for this beforehand? Right, there we go. And then we'll place in our wall, which I believe is this one here. Yep, like that. How is that possible? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, I used some of the components of that to do the conveyor junction. Yeah, so that looks a touch nicer. It's very hard to notice, but you can notice if you're looking for it. And believe me, I will be looking for it. And over this side it's even worse because you can kind of see through here to the plain old voxels behind. Alright, so let's grind all these down. These blocks, and then this block over here as well. And then replace that with conveyor junctions. Like I said, I don't really like to use many conveyor junctions, but... Oh, I've run out of power, but I still have power.
No energy.
Or I'm not dying yet. Yeah, like I said, I don't like to use too many conveyor junctions, but in this case, I think it is definitely going to be worth it. Oh, actually, in fact, I could use... Oh... Man, I'm so bad. I could use these blocks here. Could do that. Do I really want to go to that effort though? Is it really going to be necessary to do that? And I can even see that one there. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use these blocks instead. I know it's not necessary and it doesn't really affect the game's performance too much. But it'll just make me feel better if I use them anyway. Alright, so I'll go off and get all this completed. Alright, and there we go. Finally the hallway is complete. So now we have all of our air vents installed. Well, at least in this hallway, in that room over there. I still need to do that room. But I'll probably get to that maybe in between episodes or maybe next episode. I'm not exactly sure when. Right, now, the last thing that I would like to do before I round out this episode is I would like to get these catwalks installed. So, the plan is to place catwalks all the way up to these cargo containers here. I'm just thinking, what I might do is just figure out exactly what type of catwalks I'm going to put in here. So first off, we'll go for ones with a railing on one side over here. So one there like that, another one here on the other side, and then from there, I have to go for one without a railing on any side. Man, there are too many in this menu. Hang on, where have I gone past it? There we go. One of those there, obviously two of those in the center, and then here we'll just go for one with a railing on one side and see how that works out. I think these cargo containers are fairly squarish, so I don't think I need to worry about putting a railing next to the cargo container itself. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, in the center here, I think I'm going to place some little cutouts. I don't know what I'm going to put in the center of those, but I'm going to put them in there anyway just to give it a little bit more interest. Alright, well, let's time-lapse this stuff as well. Alright, and we are all done. So yeah, that's all the catwalks complete. As you can see, I've left one little square in front of each cargo port kind of free because, yeah, I think it looks a little bit better. I may even put an additional square here. But in the center here, I've left two squares in between these two cargo containers. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I might even put a square there that's kind of free of catwalks. But yeah, overall, I think it's looking pretty good, this room. Let me just turn off the HUD and everything like that, and then we can get a decent look at it. I think I might put in some lights on the bottom. I might even adjust these lights here at the top as well. And then also, the other thing I might do is go ahead and put some railings on the end here, because I didn't really... Yeah, I wanted these to be the same as the other end here. But the difference is here that there is actually somewhere where you can actually fall off. So that's the reason why I put them there. But I guess I don't really need them on the other end. But, you know, it's all kind of meaningless details. So, yeah, who knows? Yeah, I'll have a play around with it off camera. But, yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'm going to end it here. I know it wasn't the most glamorous episode. And, you know, there wasn't really too much exciting going on in this episode. Bar the Reaver that we encountered at the very start of the episode. That was pretty cool. But yeah, anyway guys, really hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope to see you next time.